This options trading strategy is boring, takes about 15 minutes a week, and it doesn't involve day trading. Let me show you. Yo, what's going on, premium chasers? I hope you are having a God-blessed day. If you enjoy this sort of content, make sure that like button and that subscribe button. But today we're going to be talking about a strategy that I've been using for about 7 years now that is extremely boring, takes 15 minutes a week, if that, to manage, and I believe is perfect for small accounts. In today's educational example, we're going to be talking about it as if we were just starting out with a $3,000 budget, testing the waters. And I always say, test the waters when you're just getting into any sort of options trading. Don't go full port on everything, guys. So let's go over the shoulder. The first thing we need is a brokerage. Obviously, go use whatever brokerage you want. You can use Robinhood, you can use Moomoo, you can use Schwab, you can use Fidelity, you can use SoFi, right? I use a lot of these, all of them pretty much on this channel here. But today we'll just be using Robinhood. I have no affiliate links here for you. Go use whatever one. I truly don't care. And make sure you are approved for options trading, okay? There will be an application that you fill out to make sure you're approved for options trading, because options trading obviously involves a risk. But I'm going to show you, in my opinion, a controlled risk strategy that, again, is extremely boring, doesn't get the heart beating. Sometimes it does, but you're going to see. So the next thing we need is a stock that is trading below $30. Now, I show a bunch of cheap stocks here on the channel, great for options trading, the way that I like to trade options. So today, I'm going to use our crowd favorite, SoFi, because this is when I'm actively trading this on a weekly basis. I'm going to be covering that strategy specifically. But so right now, obviously, SoFi is having a fantastic day here. The first thing we want to do is go look at some basic technicals, okay? The technicals will tell us kind of like, hey, when to enter and when to exit. And then we also want to be looking at the options chain as well for probabilities, right? So let me kind of show you guys in depth or high level first of what the strategy looks like, right? So what we're going to be doing is going to the trade options section, and what we're going to do is sell a put, okay? Now, all I'm saying here is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of SoFi, okay? And I get to name the date that I'd be willing to buy those 100 shares. So for this example, let's just say, you know, we'd go 8 days away to next Friday, right? Now, if let's just say I wanted to own it at $27, right? In this educational example, I would collect $62 of premium from an options buyer, just under, it'll just say 62. Obviously, the results vary, not financial advice. This number is constantly changing, as you're seeing. We'll just say $62. Okay. Now, this is given to us from an options buyer, right? You've probably tried day trading. You've tried options buying before. I believe all of those things are designed to take from the people that are kind of degenerate gamblers into the hands of people that are more patient and disciplined. So if you like patience, you like discipline, this is a strategy I believe you definitely need to be researching and looking more into. But you could see in this example, we're collecting $62 of premium. Now, I like to toss everything into my cash secured put calculators. This helps me stay nice and organized, and all my calculators are free at the end of the Ark Options Strategy workshop. Link will be the first one in the description. So here's the issue with this strategy, right? I'm collecting $62 up front, but I'm locking up $2,700. Why am I locking up $2,700? Well, because 27 times 100 is $2,700. We are essentially saying here that we are willing to buy 100 shares of SoFi for $27 at the close on November 28th, right? So that's the 27 times 100. So that is called our collateral. So everything I do is covered. Listen, I don't like using margin. You know, I've seen people, my own father blew up everything in his life from using margin. I've seen so many day traders, 97% of day traders fail, right? Like, look, I put the statistics in my favor, and this strategy works to control the whole situation, right? So I'm collecting, I have to lock up $2,700 for 8 days, okay? Now, my return here is a 2.3% ROI on my collateral. That's what I'm actually getting right here. And to give you guys, I don't have this on my public trade log here. This is our public trade log, but I want to share with you guys the 2 trades that I did take that I'm currently actively doing, leveraging SoFi, right? So I've actually been doing this strategy for a bit here. So this one right here, I actually did it on a weekly, right? So I just copied this from my other tracker. That's my private one. But I opened this trade a few days ago, right? On the 17th. It's the 20th when I'm recording this, and it's expiring on the 21st. So this was literally a few days. It was like literally 4 days of me locking up $2,400, right? And I collected $20 of premium for just under a 1% return return on my money in a single week, okay? Or in literally 4 days time. That's how I like to trade. Is it flashy? No. Is it boring? Yes. Is it scalable? Yes. Does it keep me disciplined and getting paid to be patient? Yes, right? That's what I'm going for. I'm usually hitting for that 2% ROI on my collateral a month as best and as consistently as I can. Does it always happen? No, of course not. Don't let anybody fool you into that crap. But with that said, are the risks of this strategy, okay? So let's say we did this trade that expires next Friday for 27, right? If SoFi is trading above 27, obviously you're not buying your shares. So this $2,700 is, returned back to you. You don't have to buy your shares, right? And then you move on to another opportunity or just run it weekly. What I'm doing with SoFi right now is I'm doing this strategy every single week, right? That's literally what I'm doing on this strategy every week, right? And then you would collect more premium and then you compound, right? Next, on the 8th, if you don't have to buy it, you get $2,762 at that point, and you continue to compound. Yeah, you ain't making 100x on your money in a month. Listen, that's insanity. Please, this is a logical human being channel, so welcome. I know this is probably unlike a lot of this trading channels that you see here, but I believe this is the right way to trade it. Just go on Reddit and type in day trading blown account, guys. It's every single day. I don't believe day traders win. There's a very small group. I used to work at a high frequency trading company as an IT guy. I'm telling you, you stand no chance, my friend. You stand no chance. But with that said, the second thing that can happen, and this is the big risk of the strategy, obviously all these strategies involve risk, is let's say on the 28th, SoFi is trading below $27. It's trading at $25 or $26. Well, if that happens, right, you're on the hook to buy your shares at $27. Okay, so let me pull up an actual trade. I am actually using SoFi for this trade because I've been messing around with their platform. So here I am on my SoFi Invest. I don't really like it right now, but here you could see I have this put that I just shared with you guys. So this put, I collected about $19 of premium in a 3-day period, just under that 1% mark, right? And you could see I also have something called a call right here. So let's talk about that because I collected a lot more premium on that end, and that's also expiring tomorrow on the 21st. So a lot of people in my community are calling this a Peter string. I wish it could be that, but it's not. So here's the thing. If, right, let's say you own 100 shares of SoFi, right? Let's say you bought 100 shares right now around $27. Well, most people will just sit on their hands, do nothing with those shares, and just hope they appreciate, and that's fine. That's what most people do. But that's not you no more, right? So let's say you have that $3,000 budget and you bought 100 shares of SoFi right now for $2,700. That'll tap you out. But guess what? You can immediately start putting your shares to work, right? You can immediately start putting your shares to work. And the way we do that is we sell a call option, okay? Now, selling a call option, we are not using our money as collateral. We are using our shares as collateral. So in this example, let's say you own 100 shares with a cost basis of $27, right? Well, let's say for the following week, you're cool selling the shares you just bought today for $28.50. Well, if you did that, you'll collect just about $66 of premium, maybe a little bit more if we look between the bit. Actually, it's fine. We'll just say 66. So I go to, again, my covered call calculator. I type in all of my information. Let me zoom in here. So I collect $66. My strike of the option, that's what I'm willing to sell my shares for. We said $28.50 in this example. We have a cost basis of $27, right? And we're locking up our shares for 8 days. Now, we're getting a premium return of a 2.44%. So what does that mean? It's 66 divided by 2,700 because that's your cost basis for your 100 shares, right? And that's a 2.44% return in 8 days. And, right, if we end up selling our shares, we also make a nice little profit on this full trade. Now, you could see this actually happened to me months ago on my live trade log. If you want this again, just go to the Ark Options Strategy Workshop, first link. But you could see here, I actually had a SoFi covered call that I ended up selling, and I collected about a 24% return on that, right? I sold my shares for $17.50 a few months ago, right? That I purchased for around $16.50, and I had a nice little appreciation profit on that trade. And that's what happens. I treat option selling, guys, like a business. So for me, My purpose here is to make money with this trade, right? Like, I don't care if I miss out on any gains. Now let's talk about the risk of a strategy with this side, right? On the 28th, if SoFi is trading below 28 bucks, 28.50, right? We don't have to sell our shares, obviously, because it's not trading at 28.50, right? Your contract expires, your 100 shares are no longer collateralized, and they are returned back to you, right? Fantastic. We run the play again for the following week, right? And that's what we do. Like, guys, I'm going to show you those two positions that I have to playing both sides of this. I don't manage it. Like, I literally open the trade. Would I even say it's 15 minutes a week? It's not even 15 minutes a week. It's like 5 minutes, right? But with that said, the big risk of this is I miss out on upside. So what do I mean by that? Well, guess what? This is the max profit of this trade that I got. Like, if it hits 28.50 at close in 8 days, I'm selling at 28.50. So if SoFi's trading at 30 bucks next week, well, guess what? I'm selling at 28.50. I'm missing out on those gains. Now, there are management techniques for this. We can roll these positions. We can close them out early. I definitely, like I said, make sure you just watch other content on the channel, because in fact, 56% of my trades, I end up closing out early. Most options contracts expire early or expire worthless, right? You can see I have 6% of my stuff expires, right? Most of my stuff I close out early, right? So that's kind of the nature of this game. I hope that's making sense, right? Most of the time you're not selling or buying your shares. Sometimes it happens. You can see on my trade log, I got assigned here, my Kraft Heinz, right? I had a covered call here for Kraft Heinz, right? That expired, right? So there's, I got assigned here on Snapchat. I had to buy 100 shares of Snapchat, right? So it happens, but it doesn't happen frequently, and it's all good because I don't mind, right? Because even my Snapchat here, for example, eventually I sold those shares and I made a nice 9% return on my money right there. So I like to play both legs of this recently, especially on SoFi, because I'm very active with SoFi right now. Obviously, it's flying today. The market is flying after a fantastic NVIDIA earnings. But with that said, you could see I have a covered call here that I'm saying I'm willing to sell my shares tomorrow for $29, right? And I collected $61 of premium on that. And then I also have my put here for $24.50 that expires tomorrow as well. So what is an ideal situation right here? Well, the ideal situation is that tomorrow SoFi is trading under $29, so I don't have to sell my shares, right? And then it's obviously trading above $24.50, so I don't have to buy additional shares, so I capture this full amount of premium in a single week. But either way, I win. Either way, even if SoFi is trading at $29 tomorrow, I'm selling my shares at 29 because I bought them at 26. So I capture a nice appreciation profit in a single week. And then if it drops to 24.50, I'm buying 100 more shares of a company at a big discount that I want to buy anyway, that I can then run the strategy on for the following week. This is one of my favorite, probably all-time favorite options trading strategy. And if you click the link down below with the first link, I take it to the next level. I combine 5 sources of income. I only showed you today the covered call side and the cash secured put side. There's 3 additional ways that this strategy can make you additional gains. So click that first link in the description of today's video. That's our Ark Options workshop. You're going to get my trade logs and my calculators completely for free at the end of that trade at the end of that training as well. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.